Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars. Gosh, what week are we on these days? Week 104, day 5. So today, of course, we got ourselves Purple Guild War Day. We also still have Bounty Hunter going on, so if you haven't already finished that, definitely make sure to do so. Actually, we also are going to be doing so, as we saved several battles for today, pretty much the final stretch. What is that, about 7, 8, 9, 10? What's 6 divided by 13? Right? Math. Anyways, it's about a dozen fights. Anyways, so aside from that, we'll of course be doing Guild Wars. Start with that. We still have dungeons going on. I don't believe we had anything on Adventure Board, unfortunately, today. Oh no, we had a handful of gems. None of the really big ones, though. And offers were also kind of lame, though offers is different per person. Anyways, let's go head over to Guild Wars as our primary start here. We do indeed have Purple Guild War, and apparently we're winning right now, though we are not winning the bracket, even though we have managed to win every single day so far. However, our actual score so far, not so much. We did double lose on one day, which is very unfortunate, but otherwise things have been going pretty well. Our defend team, oh gosh, why did everyone want to fight us yesterday? 2-9, so 11 total fights. We almost had more fights on yesterday than the rest of our week combined, or at least the rest of the week prior. Anyways, today it looks like it's been 1-5, which looks like same as day 2 there. I kind of wanted to switch out this team. It's just a Divinish Ball equivalent. It denies its own color, but it's doing it more so they don't end up having it either. But next we got Life and Death Weaver. Good old Life and Death Weaver. Anyways, so today's Purple Day. You know what that means. Throw out Leprechaun, other similar shenanigans with infinite mana accumulation. In this case, we're running Throw out Leprechaun into a Life and Death Weaver. Pretty safe. Can still lose. Not aimed to score like 9,600 like we did yesterday, but it'll probably give us a pretty solid 9,400. Anyways, as far as our mana accumulation or our mana start, we do want to change. Actually, that's perfectly fine. 20% into 8 magic. That's exactly what we're looking for. We shouldn't actually need cleanse in most situations. The only times we'd really need cleanse is if they have a stunner, and if they're already stunning us, we are kind of dead anyways. Because the cleanse metal won't work on it. Anyways, hello Dwight, hello Bill, hello JZG. Let's see. First, you get a prize. Dwight is first. That is your prize. The satisfaction of being first. Also, hello Bill, hello Gimli, hello Lester, hello Jonian, hello Clipbomb, hello Sushi Ninja, hello Draco, hello Logic Slayer. Also, where's Isabel been? Hope she's been doing okay. I was just talking to her the other day too, but she wasn't in the last few streams. There she is. Hello Isabel. I was gonna say, where's the Isabel? But Opal's been well. Anyways, why are you using a purple team today? Why is our person that we're fighting pure purple? I always find it funny when they do that. That generally means they accidentally set their purple offense team as their defend team. So that's kind of funny. It happens sometimes. I have never actually done that yet. However, I could definitely see how it would happen. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I have actually done that before, haven't I? I think I did once on one team. I know it's not something that common. Though I've never used the wrong color team on the wrong day. That I haven't. But I think I may have set the wrong defend team once or twice. Where I accidentally set the correct color, but the wrong team. So, you know, on something like a defend, you'd have like a pure color team, which is not something you actually want to do. As you're putting yourself at a disadvantage, or I should say your defend team, that is. We'll go for some mana accumulation here. Let's see. Scope Hook doesn't really matter. What's your current cast? It's just Phynoxia. Phynoxia looping does almost nothing anyways. So we don't really need to worry about it when it has no magic like that. Because Web, of course, negates out all that magic. We are 1 damage off of a hit here, which is really unfortunate. I don't have a true damage poke to go down that last little bit either. So I can't even get it down. We could always Scope Poke it. The chance of this extra turning from it's absurdly unlikely. But we'll go for that. And the main reason I'm doing this is so we can get into Weaver range. He's going to get a cast off, but then we just Weave. Oh no, I can't now because he summons. No. Wait, really? Oh gosh. What's the game plan now? That kind of ruined what I was about to do. Well, I guess we got a Life and Death now. And then Weaver. Unfortunate. Now he's going to poke us for the little shuffle. And he'll die before he gets to perfect. Right, that was a very weird fight, but I'll take it. Like, we weren't at any point where we were going to lose it. But we definitely won it a little slower than what could have happened. Okay, here we have a real team. Life and Death Weaver with double Empower. Specifically, he's converting blue to purple and green to purple. Interesting. So as long as he misses one, we kind of win, though we have to pay attention to where his converts are. We basically have to make a determination on the starting turn on if we are going to Leprechaun or not Leprechaun. That is the question. Oh, wait, I was frozen on the... Oh, I should have taken the red. Why did I do that? Oh, yeah, we're frozen on green here, too. That's kind of unfortunate. So he's going to do green to purple. He also has blue to purple. Surprisingly, neither really do much. So I'm just going to take a vertical here. Green to purple, blue to purple. Yes, unless we get really unlucky by a blue falling there, we're fine. Good. Alright, we win. So we take this over. Which is not one yet. He's green to purple, and I can't actually do anything over there, so I might just have to destroy the whole board. And then get set up into Life and Death Weaver. Life and Death Weaver is enough to kill. So as long as he doesn't have alignment here, we just win. So we're going to take that over. He does not have alignment. Oh, yes, he does! Do I have to waste my turn just to deny him? No. I'm just going to let him do it. What's he going to do? What could he possibly do? Like, I'm actually going to... I kind of want to Weaver first. Something you normally don't want to do. But the reasoning for this is it applies web. And he's about to cast anyways, and I don't want him doing a really big cast off his ability there. We don't get mana accumulation this turn, but it prevents him from being annoying the current turn he just did. So we do this. Get our poke there. Get our... Oh, I can't even explode now either. Because I would have to take a purple here. I could take like a billion blue, but it is way safer just taking a purple. You know, I'm going to take purple to brown. Even if it gets a little bit of value there, it doesn't really matter too much because I just click this button and then we just win. So he's in Weaver range, so we click Weaver, actually get value from Weaver this time, Weaver again, get value from Weaver again, and then just kill it with Life and Death. And that's match. Once again, a little bit of a weirder fight than it needed to be, but came out okay. It's not a super quick team, but it's going to be very consistent for us. He has green to purple, which not ideal. Yellow to purple is interesting. He has cleanse and book. He does not have stealthy on his book, though it doesn't really matter because we're just kind of hitting them anyways. He has really high HP durability, meaning we're actually going to have to triple cast to be able to get a kill here, which is unfortunate. Some of them, like the previous fight we just had, their durability is low enough where we could double cast. So this is definitely a situation where a triple cast won't be required to actually end up winning here. So he'll get his cleanse, that's fine. We can set up into a bunch of extra turns here. And basically be good to go. He's disabled on almost every possible thing. He's about to feed a bunch of purple. We do want to double check on alignment. Yellow to purple does nothing. Green to purple does nothing. He can't do anything. And then we just start winning. Only real big issue here is, as we mentioned at the beginning of it, we do not have enough... Wait, which one does he still do? Oh wait, he already did both of them? Alright, so we don't have enough mana here, or enough damage here to end up getting a kill. But we can just do this, see if we have a staircase. We do not. Just clear out the board. 13 plus red on the dot. So I can just kill him here. However, we do want to get Weaver first, so we can get Weaver value. And then just rinse repeats, and we're good to go. So we throw down our first piece, get our mana accumulation again, do Life and Death Weaver again, and then we win. And this is a match. He'll do whatever with his turn, doesn't really matter, even if he wants to loop, though ideally don't. And it was Weaver for the kill. Easy as that. Okay, what do we have next? Next up we have a pretty similar team, except this time with Harpy Eagle? What is Harpy? Oh, pull them to the front. He's trying to move my Leprechaun to the front. Interesting. Do we care? Somewhat. Though if he dies, like, does that matter? Like, that has almost no effect on anything. Like, he can do that if he wants. That's a really weird thing to set on a defend team, because unlike Rope Dart, where it's a lot more unpredictable in what it's going to do, we know exactly what it's going to do, so if it was really detrimental to our current team, we could simply just reorder our team and make sure whatever's in back slot that gets moved first wouldn't be bad for our team. In this case, it by default already was fine. But even if it wasn't, you could just make a slight adjust. So we can't do anything this turn. So I'm just going to move this purple over, get Thrall rolling. He shouldn't have any convert here at all. We then need to get as much value as we possibly can and figure out what on earth we're doing. So I got some good disables there. Let's keep taking every extra turn we can. We got Life and Death Weaver. He could take Skull to purple. He'd actually take green to blue to skull to purple as well, though. He's not going to be that smart to take it. AI is definitely not going to do that. Actually, you don't get the purple in that situation, actually. But he's green to purple. This does have alignment. However, I'm going to ignore it and hope he doesn't get it. Oh, no, that's a really bad idea. There's a couple ways to play this. I think the safest is actually to cast Weaver here. Interesting. He did not go for the convert, and now he has no convert. So all I have to do now is just cast this. He's gonna dud. We then take all the purple. We then mana accumulate like crazy, and then we won. All we have to do is click the Weaver button, and then continue to click the Weaver button until we've... Oh no! Wait, I can still win this. Well, obviously we can still win this, but he took the mana from my Weaver. I wanted that mana. I guess we have to take a purple here. Ideally, what we do here is just click the Weaver button. Wait, did he get all of his books mana back? I can't tell. Isn't that full mana? That's definitely full mana, because it would show it in the corner if it wasn't. So you know what? I'm going to life and death him real quick. Not the way you'd want to do that, but we definitely don't want him doing that to us. So just deny the book right there. Unfortunately, our first slot is webbed, so not much we could do about that. I might just have to let him scope hook us. If nothing else, that actually doesn't really matter, given that he's webbed. Never mind, he's not webbed now. Unfortunate. Weaver is 1 damage outside of range. Wonderful. That's the best way to do this. Oddly enough, I think it's Leprechaun. As weird as that may seem, because I don't want to kill him. I just want to bring him into Weaver range so I can get the explode. And then we kill him. Once again, I'm actually going to go for mana accumulation. Because I'm trying to get into the Weaver kill and then we kill it with Weaver. Because life and death wasn't enough damage to kill there, but Weaver was. Plus we get more mana accumulation from it. There we go, final fight. We got a Web Spinner, Herald. Using that new guy, this is the most recent Empower adds to the game. Or, not the most recent Empower, but the most recent specific color Empower. Where he converts brown to purple. Which actually for this team's kind of bad. Because we want that brown barrier. Web Spinner's kind of interesting. He puts a lot of threat onto our Thrall. Also, if he gets going really quick, we're kind of dead. So, first things first, let's see if he has alignment. He has blue to purple, which is a lot of mana, surprisingly. Though no extra turn. And he has brown to purple. Which, once again, a lot of mana, but no extra turn. I'm just going to risk it all and throw the Explode. Also, because I'm scared of his triple damage. Also, that web actually makes that completely useless. Oh, hold up. That's actually slightly problematic, isn't it? The fact that he got a poke there. Because I can't just Weaver him. He's blue to purple, which does a lot, and I can't stop it. He's brown to purple, that does a lot, but I can stop it. But should I stop it? Alright, first slot died. However, that's not necessarily that big a deal. The bigger concern right now is he still has blue to purple alignment, and I cannot stop it with my anything. He did not go for it, though, so that's huge. So he's going to get it next turn, which is problematic. I'm also exactly 1 mana short, which is not ideal. But if... Well, what's he going to do? He's probably going to cast Book. I have to Weaver here. I don't really have a choice. Got to get a Weaver down. He went for Skull, which is interesting. We can then go for Life and Death and try to get enough durability to not die while also getting a bunch of mana accumulation. I'm really surprised by him not wanting to cast Book. He's really adamant about not clicking the win button. He really doesn't want to click the win button. I can't stop him. We're in another situation where I just can't do anything about him. How much extra purple do we have? +2, that is not as much as I would want. I could try for purple off of Sky. Which is probably going to be our best bet. Because I can't stop him from his conversions. Blue to purple has too many things on the board for us to stop both. I'm tempted to just cast Life and Death. And then worry about Weaver after. And I'm mostly doing that so we don't take triple damage here. Otherwise he would have done triple damage and our hero would already be dead. So now he has blue to purple. Does he have alignment on it? Yes. Can we stop him this time, though? I believe, luckily, finally, the answer to that is yes. So I could just take a purple, get the blue. Though I don't need blue, but it denies his blue, which is important. He still gets mana, but not a lot of mana. There is a situation where we can deny everything from his convert. which is taking this to the left. Which I think is what we actually do then. So that denies him from doing anything that turn. We still got life and death going. He still one-shots us with his skull, which is concerning though, because we want to get that mana before he can one-shot us. All we have to do is safely take a purple. And then we double kill him. So I just take that skull. Hope he doesn't get skull from Cascade, and then we win. As long as he doesn't get a skull from Cascade. Unless we have an extra turn, purple or brown summers on the board that I don't see, though I'm not seeing one. So I'm going to take that. He does not get a skull from Sky. Ooh, so close. Oh, but he's going to kill us with that. No! No! Got us at the end. Oh, we were one life and death away from winning. So close. Yet so far. It happens, though. I think the biggest issue there was our Thrall getting hit on turn 1 with a skull. It was very unfortunate. About 8,000 for a loss, not too bad. We're almost 8,000. Pretty close. Ah, there we go. Unfortunately, we lost there. How was our overall score compared to Guild? Oh, we're up by a lot. Let's see. Well, not a lot. We're up by like 10,000. I know that says like 20,000 something, but you have to account for the one battle. They're up like 10-ish thousand or so. But unfortunately, we did lose the one. So that's 3 losses so far this week. 2 on the second day and 1 today. And then we, of course, got tomorrow to wrap things up. Anyways, that's Guild War for today. Let's go to Dungeons. Up tributes ready as well. Ooh, a 30 tribute, which means we got a 31. Nice. Very big tribute. All right, let's go ahead and code. Actually, we'll do it after we go to Dungeons. Let's see. Can we get a perfect? Nope. Literal first click. Always a trap. Oh, bottom 3 again. This is like the 5th time I've gotten bottom 3. It really loves to do bottom 3. So we got Stun Trap and Jinx Trap. I guess I'll use my Cleanse team. Because the problem with using this is I don't have my Storm because you don't have a mean to stun. So we'll just run... I'm not sure why this one's still called Scorpio. I never bothered changing its name from when we did the other team's video thing. So hello, Walter. Welcome, welcome. I hope all of you guys have been having a wonderful weekend so far. Also, we'll probably do a midday stream tomorrow. Probably Fall Guys for a little bit. Meant to today for a little bit, but kind of got sidetracked. However, tomorrow we definitely will. Let's see. I'll take that one over. And of course, tomorrow night, all the spoilers for the week. I would say the most relevant thing happening next week is Vault Weekend next weekend. We're not going to be grinding to 1,000 on the weekends, but we are going to grind. Just not 1,000 grind, just some amount of grinds. Also, why did I not take a brown there? Well, I guess we technically didn't eat it, but still. We'll speed tricks that. There are the cast, and he's dead. I feel like Zugoff would be slightly quicker when there's stun in play. I feel like for a lot of those status effects, because unless there's curse in play, you don't really have to worry about much. The biggest issue is getting a safe mana accumulator in that situation. Because that's not always as doable. Because if you're something like Silence, there's not too many quick mana accumulators that can really get going from there. If nothing else, Angry Mob does have immune to Silence. It's just weird building one that counters every status. There's always that weird one that can kind of get you. Like if you don't have any cleanse, you just die to Death Mark occasionally and other shenanigans like that. Because that can kill you as early as turn 2, which means your damage source that you're about to use to win could just randomly die. Most time losses in this mode aren't really that high though. Hello, Barbara! Welcome, welcome, welcome. There we go. And of course, buy our daily Dragonite. Still been buying it. Also, our gem stack has still been dwindling. Actually, we spent a lot of gems this week. Between Bounty Hunter, the pet, other events, we're almost like 3,000 gems down this week. Plus all the Dragonite eating 300 every day. Which that alone is almost 3,000 a week. Which is technically 2,100. Anyways, let's go ahead and redeem code. And then we'll go mess with the rest of Bounty Hunter. And go get the loot from there. But there you guys go. There's the redeem code used on gemsofwar.com with the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Whatever game says right over there is what you put in for your invite code. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Just copy paste random numbers and letters starting with ZQ. And there you guys go. Enjoy. And same word as always, 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Anyways, let's finish bounty. course, we've been just running with pretty standard Ogre Stagraki Corpse Mirror, just with Bounty Captain as per usual. Bounty Captain this week is very useless, given that it wants to try to be used with that one Liang troop, which you very, 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 very much should not do because you can't get the full amount of multiplier. Any idea how much Dragonite you plan to hoard? Until they fix it. So, possibly 1 billion, because it's going to take them forever to fix it. No. But basically, until they fix it is how long we're going to hoard it. So that could be a couple years. But no, realistically, we're hoarding it for 4 months. Because the first or second patch of next year will likely fix it. Though keyword on likely. Not guaranteed. But we're likely going to have ways to be able to target the eggs around that time. As well as a Dragonite Gnome. And other similar things. So the most noteworthy one is actually being able to target eggs. We don't know exactly how much it's going to be. It might even cost more to be able to get specific eggs. But even if it's something like 1,000, double the cost otherwise, it'd still be worth it. 1,000 for a guaranteed egg that you don't own is better than gambling 500 when you're missing only 2. Because that would make it for the first 4 eggs, you would want to RNG them through the 500 system. You know, the random eggs. And then once you have 4, which is where we're at right now, you'd want to do the eggs that you're missing then. That's assuming you can, that's the changes they're going to be making. We don't know exactly what they're going to be doing with it. It sounds like around what they would kind of do. Is add an, like still keep the random eggs at 500, but add a guaranteed egg at 1,000 for each. So you would get the first several off of the random RNG ones, and then you would get the last 2 off of the guaranteed. You're hoarding 2,500. Yeah, I'm hoarding enough to be able to get everything, of course. Though I'm going to be getting a little bit extra because we don't know how much targeted eggs are going to cost. And as for all we know, they could be 500 as well. Realistically, they're going to be 1,000 or higher. Probably exactly 1,000. I don't really see a reason why they'd make it more than that. Because anything too much higher than that, it would only be worth doing it for the very last egg. Because if it's 1,000, it's worth doing for the last 2 eggs. If it's something like 1,200 or 2,000, it's probably only worth doing for the last egg. So why'd I do that? I was like doing that like, yeah, that will kill. It would if it had another skull. But yeah, they confirmed last month, or a couple of weeks ago, that they are going to be doing more with Dragonite. Or not more with Dragonite, but, you know, kind of fixing what's up with Dragonite right now. And with that being said, the approximate time was early next year. And early next year normally means the first or second patch of next year. The first patch of every year is generally in January. And the second one is either February or March. Which means by March, Dragonite should hopefully be situated. Whatever they're going to be doing with it ultimately. However, with that being said, that is 5 months from now. That's anywhere from like 3 to 5 months from now. So, time to get hoarding. Hello, Jamie. Let's see. We'll take that one over. Oh, wait, why did I do... I'm so used to the Thrall team we were just using. And I was like, yeah, we need purple. I think it was also because it's Purple Guild War Day. So my mind is still like, I need purple mana. That's not what we need with this team. We don't even have purple on this team. Actually, I'm pretty sure we're running the minus purple plus 2 green plus 2 red banner. As you would expect on most minus purple teams. Not all minus purple teams. There are still some that don't. Though a good number of them do, of course, due to, for whatever reason, that banner being an additional +1 more than any other banner. I don't understand why, to this day, it is like that. The weirdest thing that's about it is you would think, oh, that's a glitch. They'll fix it later. However, they specifically mentioned it is not a glitch. Which is probably the most confusing thing ever. Because why would you make a banner have a one higher +1 than any other banner in the game? It makes literally no sense, and it's still like that to this day. It's been like that for, what, a year now? And they specifically came out and said, like, it's not a glitch. Which is more confusing than if it was. Because, like, what's the logic behind it? I don't even think they've really given an answer. They've told us it's not a glitch, but I'm not sure they had a logical response as to why it's not a glitch. It sure seems like one. So, hello, Larry! Welcome, welcome. You haven't had a single perfect run since they fixed it? Oh, I've only had one total, but it was after they fixed it. Also, gosh, I keep still taking purple out of habit. Because we were doing it for, like, the whole first half of the stream. And now my brain's like, I need purple. Let's see. We'll take that one down so we get to Cascaded Mana. Also, hello, Andrew! Welcome, welcome. Oh, Isabel, I didn't see your other comment. Wanted to make sure, when drafting the dragon weapons, you don't lose your dragon copy? No. You do not lose the copies of the dragon when you create the dragon weapon. You will retain the copies of your dragons. Speaking of which, we haven't actually crafted that weapon yet. Could technically do a video on it if we really wanted to. It's not really too special, though. Oh yeah, someone meant to do it for Blue Guild War Day this week. Has that happened yet? I'm pretty sure it has. Because wasn't the Blue Day the day that you could counter with on it? We could only do it defensively, not offensively. We've had Blue Guild War this week, right? Yeah, that was a couple days ago. Because I kind of forgot about that. We actually could have done that this week. Because we do have access to Ring of Ice. Or Ring of Crystal Ice. It creates a blue giant gem for every blue enemy, then deals a bunch of damage to all blue enemies, and then freezes them. A little bit of a weird mechanic, since blues are very likely to have immune to freeze. Which makes the other one kind of weird as well, because it's red troops, and of course red are the most likely typing to have immune to burn, despite that being the mechanic that it does. They're both kind of weird weapons that are probably not worth using compared to books, but they do exist. And we can technically get one of the two. Also, how much Dragonite do we have right now? We almost have enough to be able to craft 2 dragon eggs. We're getting there. Actually, what's our exact number at right now? If I check, we are at 820. We're getting there. Oh, there's the redeem code from earlier. Same loot as always. There you guys go. Enjoy. Anyways, let's go for Bounty Hunter. Let's finish this out. We're so close. There's a few more fights. Oh gosh, you got 3 repeats of one? That's unfortunate. It does happen though. It's why I stopped opening any of the eggs. I'm just waiting until they do whatever they're planning on doing next year before I open another egg. I'm just waiting it out at this point. And then whatever changes they make, we'll have all the Dragonite hoarded to enough of a degree where whatever changes they make, it won't really matter because we should have enough to just immediately do whatever the changes are. At least in theory anyways. It is the game plan. How well it'll work out is still in question, but it should work out. You need gems, glory from Nomapalooza next week. Oh wait, did that drain my mana? No, it didn't. There we go. But let's see. You need gems and glory from the Nomapalooza next week. All alts need souls, glory, gems, 2 orb of power for Zugoff to be able to focus the main. Waiting on Gnome. Oh, you should be able to farm most of that. Because you get the Vault Keys, and once you get the Vault Keys, you will hopefully get the power. It is pretty lucky if you'll get the power, but of course some of the smaller material can end up doing it. But yeah, during Nomapalooza, you'll be able to get a lot of that resources. Though I'm not sure what your question was in there. I'm not sure what part of that was a question. But yeah, you will be able to get all that on next Vault weekend. And that is definitely doable, getting 2 power orbs but in a weekend. You might have to grind for a little while though. Like that could, depending on RNG, that could take like 20, 30 hours of grind. So if you get lucky, it wouldn't take as long. It depends how the draws go. Because you also have to keep in mind, the smaller blues and bigger blues you can also convert into power. Because that's generally the biggest bottleneck is blue orbs. And of course, there's a small chance you just outright get a power as well. I count on streamer luck. Hey, we don't even get streamer luck most of the time. Our luck is very average. If anything, we have like streamer unluck a lot of times. Where things go horribly wrong. I need a few more fights, specifically 4. I do not have any Cascade for over there. Take the blue for now. We can Cascade for the brown over there. What resolution are we currently streaming at? 720. We had to lower it due to our connection issue the other week. I have not tried testing since last Monday, raising it higher. We could see if it has been fixed yet or not. So maybe we will, I'm not sure what stream, maybe Tuesday night test it? Because I don't want to do it on Sunday or Monday. Because those are generally watched a little bit more and I don't want it to be all laggy. But I might try it on Tuesday night and see if we can get away with doing it at 1080p again. Because for the longest time we were doing 1080p, but due to recent connection issues, we had to lower it down to 720. Which luckily we can get a perfectly stable 720. Can't say as much about the other resolution though. At least not currently. When they say that they'll make the Dragonite dragons targetable, just mean they will add some paid offers to get them. Who knows? We don't really know what the situation will be on dragons. We'll have to wait until the patch, which is either going to be the first or second patch of next year. We just gotta wait and see. We don't really have any way of knowing. It is unfortunate they released it in such a state. Like, it's not like in a broken state, it's just in a very annoying state. But Gems of War is meant to be played slowly over time, so I don't really mind it too much. Like, if it was a quicker paced content game, it would kind of matter a bit more. But, you know, Gems of War is pretty chill. Like, the rate at speed of which content normally comes out is kind of accepted to be pretty slow. Like, obviously, we always constantly get, like, new stuff every single week. But I mean as far as, like, new stuff, like patches and stuff like that. Oh, let's see. We'll take that one over. And that's actually enough to wipe here. You spam click A. Or spam click left, I mean. What is my dungeon at? Only 6. I just got another downwards ladder the other night. After, like, an entire month of no downwards ladder. Because they keep giving me up ladders. I've probably seen enough up ladders that if up went down, we'd probably be on floor 20 already. I wish there was just one ladder and it'd let you choose if you wanted to go up or down. Because we'd have all the ladders by now if that was the case. I've gotten so many bad ladders that go the incorrect way. I've never accidentally misclicked on one of them though, because you can misclick one and basically go -2 floors. Because not only are you not staying on the floor, nor moving up, but you're, you know, moving down. So effectively, compared to an up floor, you're moving down 2, even though you're only moving down 1. But in effect, you're kind of moving down 2. They haven't misclicked any yet. We've been getting really unlucky on them. 1 HP. Come on, Corpse Mirror. I can't wait till we have slightly higher magic for Bounty Hunter. Because Bounty Hunter scaling is always going to be the same, and as we get to slightly higher magic, the amount of extra quicker kills... let's just take this final battle here. Bounty Hunter doesn't take too much in the current state of the game, though. It takes anywhere from about an hour to 2 hours, give or take a little. I'd say is the average these days. Which honestly isn't that bad. I know when it first released, it was closer to like 3 or 4 hours based on the scaling of the game. But obviously, as more stats and more bounty hunter troops have been added into the game, it has gotten increasingly quicker. I mean, the most noteworthy one that helped with that was, of course, Tagaraki. Tagaraki assisting quite heavily in the endeavors of killing these quickly. Oh, I was about to take that. That was my win condition. Fine, we'll take that down, I guess. And then we just hit a corpse mirror. I need to hit at least one red or brown. And it would kill my Chagraki, and the reason for that is we need Chagraki mana. And there we go. Let's see what we got here. Anything good? I'm a good boy for the title. Oh, gosh. Hey, we got a major purple. Nice. How's the leaderboard doing? Oh, a double tie for second. Some coordination going on there. Also, some person called Chris who's not in a guild. Wait, did they get kicked? No. Bounty Hunter, you don't have to be in a guild for it. That's actually really rare to see. Someone not in a guild almost at the top of a leaderboard. That is exceedingly rare. I wonder if they got kicked recently. I don't think you can check. But, yeah, that's really rare to see. Someone nearly on first place in leaderboard. But they're, wait, was that Dragon's Peak? Hey, El Loco's going for leaderboard. But, yeah, that's super rare. Not a single other person. Oh, no, there's actually one other one. This guy over here. I have no clue what his name is, but that other one. Yeah, there's 2 people on leaderboard. That's actually really uncommon. Because, of course, most people are just kind of chilling in a guild normally. You get a lot of loot for doing so. Plus, some modes you can only play. Like, for example, Guild Wars. Yeah, or they just left. Or they just don't want to be in a guild. While it is generally advised to be in a guild in Gems of War because of the amount of free stuff you get along the way, you could technically play the game without really being in a guild. There are a few perks you miss out on and a lot of free loot per week. But, it's definitely doable. It's not advised, but it's doable. Also, I'm not sure if it's still the case, but there was a weird strategy back in the day, back when PvP mattered, where the fights that you got while you were not in a guild in PvP were way different than the fights that you would get while you were in a guild in PvP. So you could do it to cheese like easier fights a lot of times. That's definitely not worth doing in the current state of the game because the current state of the game basically doesn't care at all about PvP. However, back when it mattered a bit more, that was a strategy some people utilized. Where, like, for part of the week, they would leave their guild to go do PvP and then come back to the guild later. Definitely not worth doing that these days, though. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people just skip on Guild War weeks these days. It's definitely a very stressful mode. I enjoy doing them, though. The payout for them is also really abysmal, especially after you already have all the troops. There's 6 unique troops you get from it, but after you get those, like, the rest of the loot is basically pointless. There's just a small handful of gems. And a very small handful at that. Like, unless you can make it to bracket 1 Guild War, it's, the payout's really abysmal. Oh, did we just... Hey, 69. But, have we finished out every event? I believe we have. Oh, you know what we haven't done? Let me go do that. We haven't done the Legends Reborn refights. I'm not going to go read the whole storyline. However, I never did do these fights. So, yeah, let's go do them. Better get more copies of the pets. Obviously, we already read all this on Monday. If you want to go hear the reading of the little storyline. We're not going to read through it every time, obviously. Might as well clear these out. Gonna have to do it sometime this week anyways. Isn't the next one available soon? Because the first one would have been on Monday, the other one was on Thursday. Right? Because it's 3 days after. Which means the next one is on Sunday, right? Isn't the next one tomorrow? You just do cosplay voice while reading. Because the next one should be tomorrow. I'm pretty sure. We'll see what the timer is after this one. Because after we finish all these battles, it'll be like, it'll tell you when the next one's available. Yeah, but it should be tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Which is in 6 hours from now. Yeah, we'll do it tonight. We'll do it tomorrow night, apparently. This pet's a pretty useless one, but obviously we still want to get it. And definitely make sure to do so. Not this weekend, but next week's weekend is when you'd want to make sure you finish them. Which is a little bit annoying because it is during a Vault event weekend, so you're going to have to take some time away from doing Vault event to go do the battles. However, it's not too big a deal because you can find gnomes in these fights. These should be fights where gnomes can appear, because they normally can in Questlines, and these count as Questline fights. So when there's a vault event, you should find gnomes here. Isabel, that's funny. Or do a game show host voice. I feel like I could somewhat do a game show host voice. Though probably not. I'm really bad when it comes to doing like almost any voice. It's kind of weird doing YouTube, as I hate talking. Which is a weird combination, given that every single time we stream we're doing nothing but talking. I'm a very antisocial person. Let's see what throw that down. Oh, so hello, Jay. Welcome, welcome. You could theoretically do Nomopaloozas while doing the quest line, I believe. I would not advise it, because you have to keep in mind, by the time you do that, the level of difficulty that they're going to be is almost Explore 12, so at that point you're basically doing like Explore 12 Nomopalooza, which is not really worth it. But yeah, I believe you could technically do it that way if you really wanted to, but would not advise. Because by the time that one becomes available that weekend, it's going to be the highest leveled one, and I believe the highest level reaches like, what, 110, 150, somewhere around there? I forget the exact level. But it's almost like Explore 12 difficulty. Which would be very slow to kill, even if they're gnomes. But you could technically do it that way if you wanted to. It's probably better just saving the Palooza for a quick kill on Explore 1, though. With an Ironhawk team or a Rowan build. Because otherwise you have to use like a Zugoff build or something similar. And you also have to worry about them possibly escaping if you miss or something similar. You got the campaign done the other day? Nice. With the guild. Oh, what do we need here? We don't have alignment, so let's take the red. Oh, hello, Tyrion! Welcome, welcome. How was your, candle catching day? Did you get yourself like 20 candles? I think it's called Litwig or something. You got over 30? Oh gosh. Oh, we're halfway there. Gosh, how many battles are in a quest line? I kind of forgot how long they take sometimes. Because when I'm reading them, it's like, oh yeah, it's taking long because I'm reading it all. But then when you're actually just doing all the fights, 24 fights is actually quite a bit of fights. Especially when they don't get one-shotted. If you break it down, what is that then? Do you have to do that 5 times? Because that's, like 120 fights then total. Over the course of 2 weeks. Yeah, it's 120 over the course of 2 weeks. Hello, Chris. Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Need a little bit of cascaded mana. Fortunately, not enough to kill, but the follow-up will be. How many accounts have I done? I used to do like a new player account almost every single year. I stopped doing that ever since the Switch version. The Switch version was like the last time we ever bothered making a new account, which was a couple years ago when the Nintendo Switch version of this game came out. But that was the last time we ever made a brand new account. And that one was like a truly brand new because everyone was starting for brand new, so it was a lot of fun. I only did it for like a month or two, but it was really fun a month or two. Reminded me a lot about the game like when it first launched. It's a mode I wish more games had. Old School RuneScape actually has something like that. I believe they still do. Where they basically have servers that are basically like a soft reset server. Where you can play on them and like everyone starts from scratch. In like its own like isolated economy. It's a really cool premise. And I wish more games would do something like that. Because playing a game with other people starting completely from scratch is a lot of fun. And very few games have really utilized that. Yeah, I think we've done like 8 alternative accounts in the past. I forget the exact number. The only one we play these days is this one, of course. Our main account. I've probably done about 8 in total. Oh, I don't have enough damage if I take it the other way. Just gonna do it that way and then kill it out with the other hit. Alright, defeat Yagway. Have I ever considered trying that account again? Maybe we'll revisit that at some point just for the fun of it. Also see where on earth Nintendo Switch is these days, because gosh, I think they're still like 9 months behind. Which means they're just at the start of 2022 as far as content. But yeah, there it is. In 6 hours, 6 minutes, we get the next set of battles. So I'll make sure to do that tomorrow night then. I kind of forgot to do this the day it actually came out. It doesn't really matter. You could do them whenever. Like, if I didn't do this before this timer ended, it wouldn't matter. I could just do it and move on to the next one. It doesn't actually matter. I still like doing them as they come along. Anyways, I guess we'll go do a couple Explore 12 runs then. Go chase some 12%, or 20% I mean. And go for a couple runs, see if we can get something good. We've been getting some pretty good niches lately. Hopefully we can keep them rolling. Honestly, I'm almost considering upgrading another Mythic soon. Maybe like Scourge of Honor or something. Maybe we'll do a poll on it a little bit later. Probably not tonight. But like before we actually end up doing it. Maybe like a Monday night or something. Because we honestly have enough niches where we can consider upgrading another Mythic. I'm not sure everything I'd put on the poll though. Probably Scourge of Honor, Zugoff. I'm trying to think of what else. There's probably something really obvious I'm forgetting. I need a list of 4. I'm just not sure what 4 to put on it. Those are the first 2 that come to mind. There's probably some other ones that are actually pretty good. Oddly enough, I believe Ubistet's actually a weird one. Just because being able to make his range of double killing a little bit more consistent makes him more usable. Compared to him not having those little bit extra stats. Like, it doesn't gain that big of a benefit from it, but it's enough to close the gap a lot of times. In closer battles. And that makes him have more situations where he can actually be used. Because one of the biggest issues with Ubistet is his cast is not in kill range, so you don't bother using it. But if his cast was more consistently, even just ever so slightly in kill range, there'd be more instances where he could be used. Oh gosh, Tyrion, that's a lot. I mean, we'll stream Pokemon again next week. There's still a couple things I need to finish before the end of the month in Pokemon. Any luck on Dungeon? No, we didn't get any luck on Dungeon. Same dud as normal. Because this is the last month to play Sword and Shield. A lot of their servers actually go down after after next month, or at the end of this month. I have to do a couple streams for it. Like, you'll still be able to play it in a normal game, but a lot of the more online like features, not all of them, but a couple of them, won't actually work as of next month. Because they're preparing for next generation. Yeah, that's the 5th time now where the correct way was going the bottom 3. Meaning we'd have 5 perfects from now if we just kept doing bottom 3 instead of top 3. Oh, we got a repeat on the Sword's Edge. Nice. Always great to see. It happens sometimes. The reason why that happens is it is possible for the random location change for the 20% to re-trigger on the exact kingdom you were already on. It doesn't do it too often, but it does enough that it does happen. Because there's no check to see if the one you were already at was, you know, the one you were already at. So sometimes it just re-rolls the exact one you were already at. Which is technically somewhat convenient. Because you don't have to go looking for it. Too bad there isn't a better instant notification for it, though. Because then you wouldn't even have to leave the menu and already know. It's like, oh, it's still correct. Too bad you can't put, like, an array of what kingdoms you want. Like, I want to do, like, these 10 kingdoms. Only give me these 10. Or something similar. Because right now, I believe there are 3 of them that rotate with 36 kingdoms, which means there's 1 in 34 different ones that it can roll into. Since it can also re-roll into the one you were already just in. Meaning, in theory, unless it's bugged, there's only a 1 in 34 chance it'll re-roll the same kingdom you were already just at. Which is unlikely, but it still happens. If anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. As we'll probably wrap up one more chest after this one. We'll clear out this kingdom, then go for one other one. And hopefully get at least some little bit of loot. We've been doing really good on niches lately. So even if we get nothing tonight, it's barely even bad just because we've been doing so good lately. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if we get almost nothing. So far I got an Arania, but that's not too much. Also perfect. We will have enough shards to be able to go get into another chest immediately as well. Because when you're 20% chasing, you're getting like 90 something. So that should be enough to carry it over. Even if we max low roll, I don't think we, or you know, even if we roll the lowest low roll, I believe that is still enough points. Pretty sure. Wow. Very bad chest, but it happens. Anyways, where did our 20% move to? Let's just do Silverglade. Silverglade is... So hello, Ermarinator. Welcome, welcome. We got all of our Throw mana. Throw that down into anyone who doesn't have Stealthy, so we can actually target them. You have a question about Delves? Sure, let me know. What is your question on Delves? Should you get them all to 60 points and then move on to the higher, or what? What do you mean by 60 points? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Do you mean the level of the delve? Because if you're referring to the horde level, you generally want to get each one to 100. If you're referring to 60 on the horde level, that does give you the full multiplier for the chest. But the reason why you want to go to 100 per delve is because you get points for... Like, there's multiple things that you get points for when you upgrade a delve. One is to get into floor 500, because there's basically 4 requirements you have to do when doing a delve. Actually, it'll be easier if I just go to the menu. I'll be there in a second. I see, let's finish out this fight real quick. It'll be way easier to explain in the menu. Because there's 4 parameters that you have to do for any delve. And if I can just click on any one, here we go. We'll show it off of Hell's Gate. So there's 4 parameters that you have to do for every single delve. The first one is the best delve defeated, just is the highest level that you end up completing it at. And 500, of course, the highest level. So we have that. Next is the best delve with no casualties, which accounts for another section. This is just the same thing as that one, but the highest one that you've done without taking a single death. And then similarly, the highest room that you've done while using the pure faction team, which you generally do separately all the way at the end. However, there's a different one, which is the treasure horde level. This one you want to be 100. The reason why you want a 100 horde level is it gives you the full 500 points. So you want to make sure you get this to be 100. Because even if your quality has been maxed, which happens around like, what, 60, 70-ish or so, you still need the level to be 100 in order to get this maxed. The amount of points that you get from this right here. Because once you get this to 100, it'll say 500 points. It doesn't go any higher beyond that, even though you can go higher than that. But if we go to a different kingdom, let's see if I can find something slightly lower. Another 200. Can I find one that's not 200? I know I have plenty. 200. Gosh, why is all of them 200? 200. 155. So here's one at 155, but you can still see it still shows the full amount. Because all you have to do is get it to 100 for this to be a full field. But yeah, I would say get to 100 on each. And just do them one at a time that way. Costs a little bit more resources, but you do get the full amount of points and everything there. It's also better if you're going to be focusing on any of those factions. So if you're doing it like week by week on whatever faction it currently is, or if you're kind of working around like every few factions to do it that way. Yeah, you want to get horde level of every faction to 100 at some point. Like, it's not a huge rush to get to that point, but it's definitely something you want to get around to, as it will allow you to get a lot of those points, and those points get you quite a few things as far as loot per day, but also, more importantly, it gives you permanent stats that you can end up utilize. It also gives a few other bonuses here and there, like ingots and gold, if you don't have all the weapons maxed yet, or just getting a little bit extra gold. That's mostly done for the extra stats, and also because it gives you the maximum amount of reward when doing any delve. Anyways, guys, any other questions? Otherwise, actually, never mind. We didn't actually finish this one Silver Glade. Let me go clear out for one more chest. And then we'll go call it a night for now. So we will be back, of course, tomorrow night, same time. Hey, we got a gnome. Vault weekend next weekend. But we'll be back with spoilers tomorrow night, same time as always, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. And we'll primarily be messing around with spoilers, finishing the last Guild War day, and going from there. And Bounty Hunter, of course, already done, so we won't need to mess with that. However, if you haven't finished that already, of course, tomorrow is the last day to get Bounty Hunter in. Let's go Zoogoff him down, and then we got one more fight. Alright, final fight time. Let's see what we get here. Who knows? Maybe tonight will be the night we get our 3rd Horde Mimic. I have the Mimic counter there, doing nothing. I know, I always feel like I need something to take up that empty space. Right now it's just Horde Mimic counter. Our total amount of Horde Mimics we've ever found. What that timer's for over there. Also, can you not win? That'd be great. I kind of need to win this. Hello? Did I just lose? Wait, did I seriously just lose? Wait. That's not allowed. Did we just lose this fight? Wait. Gosh, Thrall, good carry. Did we just literally lose this fight? Thrall's about to kill himself. No! We're actually gonna lose this fight. Wait, that's possible? It is actually possible to lose this? That's so unfortunate as an attacking move. Why couldn't you be a mana accumulator? Luckily, it's one of the worst mythics in existence. Let's see, who's better? One of the worst mythics ever created or Leprechaun? The sad part is it might win. Let's see. We're actually gonna lose. Why did you not take Skull? But thank you. What's our game plan? Is there even a game plan? Just don't die. What's the safest move here? All those are really annoying to take. I kind of want to hit quick Leprechaun button because I'm concerned about the shuffle. Oh, I just got so much mana though. Okay, try for Skull for Sky. I think our best bet on this turn. Didn't get it. What a weird fight. Ah, we're gonna not get our Mimic Chest. Or get our Jester. Because all he has to do is hit us 3 more times. Or technically once more if it gets a Skull. We're literally on sudden death for Skulls. It gives me Skull. How many Skulls do I need to win? The biggest issue here is too many. I have to hit him with 4 Skulls to win. You know how near impossible that's going to be while taking no damage? Oh wait, Agi has enough to kill me here too. Wait, I have to take the Skull and then Leprechaun into a kill. If this Leprechaun doesn't immediately kill, we just lose pretty much. Come on, Leprechaun, you got this. Come on. You somehow have to get 3 Skulls. Go. Wouldn't that be funny if we get 2 Skulls and then it survives with 1 HP? How do we win this? Is there a way to win this? What is our most likely statistical chance to extra turn anywheres on this board? If I take brown over here, we get triple red. If I take yellow over here, we can get triple red. If I take... well, this one's triple red and extra turn. There, you have enough damage to kill, which is concerning. Oh, so how on earth did we lose this fight? Let's see. Yeah, I think we have to try this for triple yellow, triple brown, or triple red. Oh, we got a single red. No! We actually died somehow. That's amazing. I didn't even realize that's possible. Apparently it is. That's what happens when you're not paying attention to battle. Those are treasure cards. Higher Ascension give you any more Horde level? No. Higher Ascension on those is completely pointless. They do nothing. But yeah, Leprechaun almost won it. It would have been funny if it did. But no, upgrading your Horde treasure does nothing. Some people still do just for the sake of it, for completionist sake, but they don't actually do anything, like at all. They're not even associated to a kingdom either, so they really do absolutely nothing. I'm not even sure why they added them as troops. It's kind of weird that they didn't add them as a currency or something. It's very strange, but yeah, upgrading them does nothing. Anyways, guys, that'll wrap it up for now. We will be back. Now you must do another explore. Nah. We'll do more tomorrow night. It'll be fine. We've already been doing good on niches this week, so I'm happy with our current results, though that was a pretty huge fail. The struggles of not looking at screen while playing explore. But anyways, guys, I'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. We'll go and redeem ourselves on Explore, finish out the last Guild War day, and go over all of the weekly spoilers. And during the day, probably around noon, we'll also be streaming Fall Guys probably for a couple hours. They have like a super ultra like Vault Weekend event kind of thing, but their version of it. So I haven't really had time to play it, so I figured we'd try it for like a couple hours tomorrow and grind out a little bit during the day. And be back with our normal Gems of War as we do every single night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Catch you guys soon. Thanks for stopping by. And wait, what did Bill mentioned? Tacit Mythical Boss Battles, 2,942 to 1. I know, have we ever actually lost a Mythic fight? I'm not sure we have until today. I didn't even realize it was possible to. Like, obviously you could, but I probably have at some point. I just didn't realize it. But, yeah, I cannot remember if we have the last time that we've actually died on Explore 12. Like, that might be the first time in, like, a year or two that we've actually died on Explore 12. It's exceedingly rare. It would have been so nice if Leprechaun actually won that. It got so close. It tried its best. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later.